217 Recovery Podcast. Welcome. It is the 9th of July, 2019. My name is Corey Winfield. I appreciate you listening. I really, really do. And if you could share this podcast with your friends, maybe people you go to groups with, just let them hear. You know, we're having fun in recovery, and that's the point of it all. That we're just having fun. And we're struggling too. You know, we're in early recovery, and I got 7 months coming up, next week? Maybe, no, in a few days. But anyway, that's besides the point. Whether you're fresh in recovery, whether you're still in active addiction, you know, we're just trying to prove that, yeah, we can have fun in recovery. And we're also out to set different mindsets in the community. You know, like, where I'm from, the Southwest Michigan area, it's kind of taboo to talk about it. You know, if somebody's got a problem, you know, the moms get together and they're, oh, did you hear about John, and oh geez, and his little problems, and oh, it's just the drugs, and well, now it's hitting mainstream. And you know, our governor, she says, hey, you know, I'm gonna fight this thing, and I'm gonna do whatever I can. And she's not just throwing money at it, you know, she's getting people in the right places, doing the right things. And yeah, it's somebody, you know, if you're not in recovery or don't know anything about it, which I'm pretty sure you probably do. Maybe you're in recovery, maybe you work in the field. But yeah, pass this along. I met with some people today, and they're like, how do you plan on getting this to the mainstream? And I was like, well, word of mouth is the number one advertising, you know. And they were like, well, word of mouth is Facebook. I'm like, that's pretty much the same as word of mouth. And you might be wondering, hey, Corey, where's Ryan? Where's your co-host? What's going on? Where's your crew at? Well, Ryan is not here tonight, but his twin brother, Bryan, was supposed to be on the podcast with me tonight, but I don't know if he just didn't know that I started or didn't start.
I'm too sexy, eh?
Well, Bryan, what are you doing, man?
Too sexy for my shirt, eh?
What are you listening to?
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing, eh?
Bryan, we're doing a podcast, man.
You doing a podcast?
Yeah, thanks for showing up on time. Are you listening to Right Said Fred?
Right Said Fred is the man.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Hey.
All right, thank you. Welcome. Okay, everybody, welcome Ryan's twin brother, Ryan. Yeah, I'm not sure if we need to
Hey,
pause.
everyone.
How's it going?
Oh, you know, I woke up on the wrong side of the moon, eh?
Huh?
Yeah. Woke up on the wrong side of the moon, and I took my big wheel down here to meet you
Okay.
for the podcast.
I'm glad you could make it. And I've never heard that expression, the wrong side of the moon. I've heard of the wrong side of the bed. Where are you from? You're from up where, well, obviously where Ryan's from. Did you guys grow up together then?
Yes.
What's the thing that you like most about Ryan?
About Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Who's better looking?
Oh, definitely me.
Okay. I mean, you're twin brothers, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had an engagement he had to attend tonight, and I think it involved a lady. He hates when I talk about him and women and stuff like that, but I mean, he's not like a male gigolo. I mean, he's not like that. Ryan, he's looking for love, just like I am, just like Matt is. You know, we're all looking for love, man. Not that Matt's like looking for love, and not that I'm looking for love, but you know, we all want to be happy. We all want to be loved. We all want to love. And Ryan, there's no difference. But you're the same, right, Ryan?
Oh yes, of course. I love love.
Okay. Now, have you ever seen Ryan with a woman?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes, a couple times in the shower, eh?
Huh? All right. Well, you know what, Bryan? We probably shouldn't do this with Ryan out here because, you know, he's my homeboy, and I really don't want to get him upset. So we'll just leave that alone. You can go back and listen to your Right Said Fred. Hey, Matt. Yeah, come here.
Yo.
You want to do a podcast, bro?
Yeah, let's do one.
All right, because Bryan wasn't really working out. So, how you doing today, brother man?
Oh, I'm all right.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm sober. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not in a good headspace, but I think that's part of the gig.
Mm-hmm. It is. And you said something to me earlier that really kind of made me think, and it was when we were in the car, and you said, we got a lot of stuff going on inside our heads, man. Like stuff that we've never processed before. And it's so right. And I just started thinking of, like, first just all the things going on in my head. And I tried not to dwell on it, but I was already feeling irritated. And I told you, I was like, man, I'm feeling irritated. I don't know why. I kind of figured out why I was feeling irritated, and I kind of linked it back to expectations and what my expectations were. They weren't realistic. They weren't in God's plans. They were in my plans, and this is how I wanted it to work out, and it didn't work out that way, and I was really irritated. And then, I had to backtrack. But when you said that, though, I started thinking of all the things that were going through my head, and it's like, okay, well, a couple of people just died that I know. I don't know. It was just that, and 217 recovery, trying to get that going off the ground, and I can't do it without people listening and people sharing it. So if you are listening, please do share, though. Like I said earlier, just share it. If you can play it at a group, do that. Do everything you can just to kind of get the word out, because it's bigger than me, it's bigger than Matt, it's bigger than Ryan. This is us. This is recovery. And we are having fun in recovery. And like I said, well, actually, Matt, I had to come up with a mission statement today.
Yeah.
And I kind of talked about it at the meeting tonight, but I don't think I've read it to you. Okay, the mission statement. The mission statement is like what we do. It's different than a vision. A vision's like something you want. Like, this is the vision I have for the company. I want us to do this. And a mission statement, it's what we do. So our mission statement for 217 Recovery, to promote a fun and productive recovery lifestyle while developing community standards in which those in recovery are welcomed. That's what we do. So if anybody asks, what's 217 Recovery? Like, it's a podcast. They promote a fun and productive recovery lifestyle. No. But I don't know. That to me fit. And then our vision, I think this is kind of what I talked about in the meeting, to become a valuable resource for those in recovery and those in active addiction. Through the website, those in active addiction will be able to find any resource they need to help the process of getting the care they need with as little hassle as possible. Through the podcast, we're going to inspire those in recovery and active addiction by maintaining our sobriety and living a fun and productive life. So I think that's what I was talking about when I was typing it, and I was like, man, let's put it out there, bro. Like, I better come correct with this, because I can't just be saying this. Like, I'm gonna have to back it up. And I think that was a good thing. At first I thought, I should probably reword it just in case, but no. Thinking like that's not how I want to live anymore. And they tell you, hey, don't ever say you're not ever going to drink again, because then if you do, you're going to be mad at yourself. Well, you know what? Okay, so I don't say it and I drink again. You know what, Matt? I'm still mad at myself.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're the same way. Mm-hmm. What do you think, man? Mission statement, vision, was it clear enough?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Yeah, very clear, your purpose. Our purpose to the point. Yeah, I'm just glad, things are working out, everything seems to be coming together, in God's timing. Mm-hmm. And, because in our own will and our own timing, if we rush to put things together, what I'm learning is if they're not meant to be together, like, they'll fall apart, Mm-hmm. So to remove the pressure and just trust God, everything's going to work out. It's going to work out.
It's like, even tonight we went to the meeting in Charlevoix, and Chris came along, and Chris has been like, hey, take me to, let me ride with you. And I'm like, okay, my car might die on the way, but okay. And on the way back, he's like, "Hey, what do you think about that? Did you know Cindy?" He said something about the Cindy lady that was there. And I was like, "I don't know, man. She was pretty hot, though." And he was like, "Well, no, I mean, that's not what I'm saying." I'm like, "Huh?" And he was just kind of telling me about her. I'm like, "Wow, that is somebody that I probably would want to get to know." And, you know, if I would have just blown Chris off and be like, "Nah, Chris, you know, car's full, might die," you know, I would have never known that, because that would have never happened. And will Cindy be somebody I talk to about 217 recovery? Absolutely. Cindy does things, and I think it would be right on par with the whole me meeting with SCORE today and them telling me, you know, how are you going to get it out to the masses? I think she could really help me with that. So God's great, man.
Yeah.
Jesus loves me.
Yeah.
Even though I get frustrated because of unrealistic expectations, but I don't know. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So last night, and you knew Buck.
Yeah.
We found out that it was shortly right after I got done with the podcast that, yeah, in fact, he did pass away. And the first thing I thought was like, wow, I'm glad I wasn't, you know, his mentor. I don't know. At first, I felt bad about that. That I thought that, you know, and then I thought, well, no. I mean, it wasn't like because I thought I was going to fail. I mean, Ryan, the other guy, I was his mentor. That didn't work out so hot. I hope he's still doing well. He was my boy, but I don't think I would have. I just would have been a lot closer to him. I wouldn't have felt any guilt over it. You can't control what other people do, but I don't know. I felt guilt by thinking that, and maybe that's wrong, maybe that's right. I have no idea. And then I found out another woman that we were in there with, like, she had passed on Saturday, and last time I saw her, we were together. I'm pretty sure it was at McDonald's. Maybe I ran into her some other place, but she was always giving me hugs and candy, and I don't know, man. It's like two. Like, who's going to be the third, you know? Because they die in threes. You know that, right?
Oh, that's what they say.
Yeah. No, it's the truth. I was kind of thinking like Final Destination stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I wanted you guys to come with me to that meeting tonight. Just in case I could, you know, push you in the street or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's number 3. No. But, yeah, at the end of the day. Anything you have on your mind, Matt?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot on my mind. I don't know if we got enough time, but, I don't know. I'm an overthinker, and I've been doing a lot of overthinking on everything, and it's exhausting. And I'm just trying to find out, like, who I am. You know, what my likes and dislikes are. You know, my boundaries, beliefs, even. You know, like, I have no idea. Any of this. Like, a while back somebody asked me what my favorite color was. I'm like, I didn't even know. Like, you know, I believe it's red, though, because I own a lot of red stuff, and subconsciously, yeah, I think it's red. But I'm just trying to make light of a very heavy situation, and, you know, finding joy, you know, and fun in recovery helps me to do that, you know, to be able to talk with somebody, you know, to be able to laugh at yourself, to, you know, just not to focus on the negative and, like, how, you know, you're not this, or, you know, you're trying to do this but you can, or, you know, your expectations and just not meeting them. And, you know, I think every addict goes through that, you know, when we wake up and realize that we're not who we want to be, we're not who we were created to be, and we strive to be who we believe we should be, and it's a hard process. It's duality. It's two forces pushing and pulling. It's the old lifestyle, learned behaviors, and it's the new hopes, goals, and